Hi folks, Peter here again. Another episode of Vinyl Records of Brilliance. This week I want to talk about a record fair that I went to in Glasgow a few weeks back. It was VIP's record fair, and I want to show you the stuff that I picked up. Now, when I got there, it was actually pretty busy. I hadn't been in a while. In fact, maybe a year or so, a couple of years since I'd last been to a VIP record fair, because I felt they were starting to go a bit downhill. There wasn't a lot of stalls there, but I seen one was coming up and I thought I would give it another wee shot. So I was off work, so I went along to see what it was like. I went for the early bird. The early bird, I think, was 9:30 start, and there were quite a lot of people there. Not a lot of stalls. I thought that there could have been a few more stalls, but it was alright. There was enough there, you know what I mean. I picked up some stuff. I picked up a Holy Grail there, which I've already done a video on, but I'll show you it again when I'm going through them, and that's about it. So anyway, I went along and this is what I picked up, so let's get to it. VIP record fair in Bellahoustin Centre. Let's see what I've got. Here, starting off with, I picked up this Depressing Claim album reissue. If you're not familiar with Depressing Claim, they're a pop punk band, more or less a kind of Ramones core band, along the lines of Teenage Bottle Rocket, Screeching Weasel type stuff. This is brilliant. This is great. I'd never heard of this band before, by the way. I just picked it up. I'd read the sticker here, and apparently the band had Ben Weasel for Screeching Weasel's approval, so I picked it up to check it out, and it's bloody damn good. I put it on, and even my wife likes it. She thought it was good as well. Good melodic Ramones type stuff, you know what I mean? And Christ, a lot of songs on it. Look at that track list, man. That is a lot of songs, folks. Fucking some demo stuff in that on it as well. It's called Radio Surf, Depressing Claim. So that was the first thing I picked up. Also picked this up from a stall. Now, I've already got this, multiple copies of it, but this is a USA press with a different coloured sleeve that I hadn't seen before, and it's The Clash debut album, The Clash, USA press. And as you see there, it's got a kind of funny coloured cover, kind of beige green cover there. The track list there. As we all know, the US version was a bit different on the track list department, with Clash City Rockers, I'm So Bored with the USA, Remote Control, White Man and Hammersmith Palace, which was never on the UK release. I Fought the Law was never on the UK release, so because it had this different cover, I picked it up. So I was quite happy to get that. Next up was this Joan Jett and the Blackhearts album. I've seen this a few times in eBay and always kind of missed out on it if I was bidding on it or forgot about it or something, but I seen it there and I picked it up. It's in cracking nick. There you go. So that was another one I got. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts album, self-titled basically. Next up, I picked up this Human Gas 2LP CD DVD box set. Picked this up for 40 quid. I've not played it yet. I should have played it by now, but I'm just not had a chance. But there it's there. I picked this up, it was 40 quid in the back there. Now apparently they're a super violence hardcore band. I've spoke to my friend in Japan, Mike Foster, who does the Analog Attack channel, and he knows of this band, and apparently he told me that they'd pressed quite a lot of these. In fact, they pressed too many. They thought that the demand was going to be good, and it turned out not to be so good. So they were selling them pretty cheap to get rid of them. But I've never heard the band before, so I can't judge them. I've never heard them, but I picked this up anyway. Human Gas, like a discography, Super Violence Hardcore, 1984 to 1989. 2 LP plus CD plus DVD set. A well-kept treasure of raw and noisy Hokkaido, I think that is, hardcore fury, finally getting the deserved FOAD treatment. Complete discography, 79 tracks, including the collector's Holy Grail split 7-inch with Stalinism, 3 demos and unreleased studio sessions. So there you go. I'll probably not like it. I'll put it on, I'll probably not like it, but I still think for £40 it was worth the punt, you know. So, Human Gas, there you go. Next up, picked up this. Mate, I'm a big fan of this woman. I've mentioned her on the channel multiple times. I'm talking about Kate Bush. And this is a German Kate Bush issue LP, and it's like a kind of compilation. It's got, I'll read the track list out. Babushka, Delius, Moving, the saxophone song, Hammer Horror, Wuthering Heights, Don't Push Your Foot on the Heart, pardon me, Don't Push Your Foot on the Heartbreak, The Kick Inside, Violin, The Infinite Kiss, Night Scented Stock, Army Dreamer, L'Amour Looks Something Like You, and that's the back there. There you go. And it's a German issue LP. Love Kate Bush, absolutely adore Kate Bush, so picked this up post-haste, you know. Next up, another Kate Bush find, which is a HMV only release. It's just it's a 2-track 12-inch. There you go. That's the back. I've not played this yet either. I've cleaned it. I've gave it a wee clean in the washer, but still to be cleaned. Kate Bush HMV on release 12-inch. Next up, good old punk favourite, GBH, Kawasaki Live, double LP. Can't beat a bit of live GBH. Even now they're still on their game, you know what I mean? Still a good band live. That's the back sleeve there. You can see some of that track list there. Some of the old favourites are on it. Give Me Fire, I Am the Hunted, Sick Boy, City Baby's Revenge, City Baby Attacked by Rats, Race Against Time, Necrophilia. Yep, some good tracks on this. GBH, Kawasaki Live. Next up, already done a video on this, but this was a holy grail that I found, and I was totally adamant. Kate Bush again, the Red Shoes LP, one of their most sought after albums, and I was so happy, man, when I seen this, you know what I mean. Checked the album out, it was up in the rack and display, asked to have a look at it, checked it out, brilliant condition, absolutely brilliant. That's the back there, superb. Just love Kate Bush, was overjoyed to pick this up. Kate Bush, the Red Shoes, original. Superb. Next up, another reissue on green vinyl, no less. Hardcore Punks, Extreme Noise Terror, Phonophobia, mini LP on dark green vinyl, reissued on Radiation Records. Nah, Christ, man, Extreme Noise Terror, man, I just love them. I remember the first time I heard this band on John Peel, all the way back in the mid 80s, when he was doing sessions, when he had bands like these Extreme Noise Terror, Napalm Death, Intense Degree, Christ, who else can I think? Electro Hippies, Sheer Terror, all these kind of bands he had in on session that were all going on. That's what got me into these bands, hearing them on John Peel's show, you know what I mean? Extreme Noise Terror just absolutely blew me away. I thought they were absolutely brilliant, you know what I mean? Just ferocious, absolutely. Couldn't be any faster. It was just absolutely brilliant. Kind of vocals. Couldn't understand a word they were saying, but John Peel always assured us that the lyrics were fantastic, and hence why they were always accompanied with a lyric sheet, because by fuck you would need one. So, but anyway, fucking absolutely ferocious punk rock at its best. Hardcore, absolute chaos. Extreme Noise Terror, Phonophobia, mini album, brilliant. Next up is, I picked up this one. Buzzcocks, live at the Roxy, April 1977. Yep, back in the day. There you go. Look at that track list on that. Not a lot of tracks in it, but you see that there. Orgasmatic, absolute classic, brilliant. Fast Cars, brilliant. What Do I Get, brilliant. Oh Shit, Boredom, quality, just absolute quality. Know what I mean? Brilliant. That was another one I got. Next up, back to the reissue. It's this band's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They're pretty underrated in my opinion within the pop punk genre, and it's Chicks Dig It, and this is a reissue of their self-titled album, and it's on Hey Suburbia Records, and it's on colour vinyl. I think it's red vinyl it's on, and this is brilliant, man, absolutely brilliant. If you like Ramones core kind of poppy punk, man, this is just, it's right up there, brilliant. Chicks Dig It, absolutely crack album. Reissue on Hey Suburbia, quality stuff. I was quite pleased to see this one. I'd missed out on it on eBay a handful of times on this when it ever appeared up, and I'm talking about The Damned. The Damned's first album with Music for Pleasure. So it's basically a double album, Damn 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 and Music for Pleasure combined, and it's on double yellow vinyl. And this one's absolutely stunning condition. Honestly, the records look unplayed, to be fair. I gave them a wash in the washer and that, but they just look pristine. And I picked this up for 50 quid. I got it for. So, and even the sleeve is in cracking nick. Hardly any wear to the sleeve. Brilliant. Damn Damn Damn, Music for Pleasure, double album, yellow vinyl, quality. Next up, another reissue, another early 80s punk favourite, this one. And this one's reissued on Reissued Sounds, and this is number 44 of 100. And it's red, yellow splatter vinyl, and I'm talking about this absolute monster. This is a superb record. I'm talking about the Defective Breakdown. I mean, if you're a fan of the early 80s UK punk stuff, this band was right up there. In fact, they were underrated, man, in my opinion. They should have been ahead of the pack, because this album is absolutely explosive, absolutely superb. I mean, there's not a bad track on it. If I had to pick a favourite, my favourite's Killer on the Streets. I don't know why, but it's just my favourite. My favourite's Killer on the Streets, but just absolute classic. I mean, look at that track list. Look at these songs, man. You see that there? Not a bad track on this. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Defective Breakdown on red, yellow splatter vinyl. Reissued Sounds, number 44, no less, of 100. Fabulous. You can see. Try to find the rest of them now. No, I think that's it, folks. I must apologise there for wasting time there looking there, but that's basically it. I thought I picked up more than that, but obviously I haven't. But that was what I picked up from the VIP record fair. So thanks again for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Like, and most importantly, subscribe if you want to. You know what I mean? You don't need to. I'm not bothered. I'm not doing this for any sort of clout or trying to get anywhere with it. I'm doing it because I like doing it and I enjoy doing it. So if you want to subscribe for future videos, hit that wee subscribe button. Ting ting, click the bell for notifications for more upcoming videos. I've been Peter and you've been watching Vinyl Records of Brilliance. Cheers.